What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 0% podcast. We have Gake, we have me, also known as Project Comics, and we have OBG Music. The man behind our intro is back again.
I'm back, baby.
Again. 2 episodes in a fucking row. Can't get enough of this fucking guy.
Another friend of ours, Riley, who helped us with a strange haunting in our house.
Oh shit, man. That shit was scary.
Yeah, I still don't really remember what fucking happened that night. Maybe I should rewatch the video on Prodigy TV.
If you're a fan of our show and you haven't watched the video that's related to our show on our official YouTube channel, then you should literally kill yourself. If you're not in the Discord, then you should kill yourself.
Can you really call yourself a fan if you haven't watched it or joined the Discord?
Can you call yourself a fan if you're not on the Discord, you haven't watched all the videos, liked and subscribed? You can't call yourself a real fucking fan. Go to youtube.com, type in Prodigy TV, and then click on the right one and watch stuff. We have a banger of an episode today, folks.
A banger.
You know what? I just quit my job. that shit was crazy.
Bro, you quit your job like, it's almost a week ago?
Big, it's crazy. Like, I've never worked at a job where there's just so much bullshit I have to deal with. The thing is, like, usually with a job, it sucks because you have to deal with, like the work sucks. But the work at this job was fine for the money. It was one of my easiest jobs I've ever had, but I had to deal with so much social bullshit I've never had to deal with in my entire fucking life. That place should be burned to the fucking ground.
Yep. Burn it down.
But, so I guess, okay, so I've already talked a bit about this place before. In a previous episode, I used to work at a movie theater, and it was going well at first, I guess. I was happy to be there, okay? And, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be an easy job, it's a cool job, I get to watch free movies, so, like, it's gonna be cool. And I'm gonna be, like, more sociable and talk to people, try to make friends, have a good time. It's gonna be a good time. And the first bad thing that happened, we talked about this last week. Our manager, Quentin, I originally, on like the first episode of this show, I was like, I'm going to be a bartender. I did the interview, and he was like, I said, I used to be introverted when I was a child. And he said, introverted? Get the fuck out of my office, bitch.
Yeah, and then he killed you.
And the very first thing that I noticed was a problem here that was retarded was that they never came back to me and told me that you're not getting the job. Like, I did the interview, a week went by, a week and a half went by, I'm like, so did I get it or what? And there's no one told me. I had to, like, go out of my way to ask people.
I told you.
If I was in bartender. Like,
I told you, because I got the job.
So.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange how that works. Like, wouldn't you expect them to tell you?
Yeah. If you didn't get the job? You would think that someone would actually go ahead and tell you yes or no and actually communicate with you. That is not how things work in a movie theater. And I don't even work at a movie theater, I know.
It's great. So that was the first thing. I noticed, okay, well, there's some tomfoolery going on here. There's some tomfoolery. Next thing on the list is I was late a couple times, and granted, it was my fault. Sometimes. But other times, it was, I would say 50% of the time it was my fault. 50% of the time it wasn't my fault, because I would just get rides from, like, my sister or my mom, because it's 5 minutes away. So I just get rides from them. And they'd be late sometimes. Literally, it has nothing to do with me. I could be ready 10 minutes early. They'll be fucking late because they're women.
Oh my God.
And, yep. Like, I say I need to be at work at 2:30. I'm here 2:35. Not my fault. Not my fault.
Yeah.
Owen.
But, so then eventually they're like, we need to talk to you about that. And then this is the first time for me meeting the general manager. And the general manager of this place.
You had to talk to the general?
Talk to the general? He said, you go save some time?
The person leading this army.
He said, I'm gonna save you some time. Get the fuck out of my office. Let's introvert.
Yeah.
Introverted ass bitch.
Let's refer to her as Fat Fuck.
Fat fuck. Nice.
Let's refer her as fat fuck. So fat fuck, she's in there, and this is my first time meeting her, and basically she's like, she's a fat fuck, and she's a middle-aged woman. You can tell she's probably had like at least 2 divorces.
Yeah.
She's just, I don't know, it's that vibe, like the type of person where it's like, you probably had a miserable fucking life. She has like, one of the things I hate in this world is fake smiles. Sometimes at some of my jobs, people are like, Ethan, you gotta be more like sociable or some shit. Like, put on a smile. It's like, I'm not gonna fake a smile because it's not a real smile. Like, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna ever fake a smile. Like, it's so weird to me. So I hate it when people, especially people like her, who talk super condescendingly, super just like a fucking cunt, and then has like a fake smile. It's like, it's like imagine this. Imagine you're sitting there and then she's like, yeah, this doesn't look good. You're in big trouble, with a big grin on her face. Like, what? That is such it's uncanny.
What a shit-eating fat bitch. I fucking I hate that.
How are you gonna be like talking to somebody in a negative way, but you're having a smile? It doesn't make sense. It's uncomfortable. Anyways, so she's like saying this shit, and I'm just like, well, it's not my fault. What can I say, And then she's like, that's irresponsible. And I was like, bro. I was like, so she's condescending. She's talking down to me like I'm a retard. I'm just trying to say what's up, But she said that was irresponsible. Okay, well, it's not. It has no bearing on me whatsoever. It's not my fault. But I understand. But like, when I get pissed off, you see, here's one of the things that I've learned, because I was once an asshole. I'm still an asshole, but I was once an asshole. I was much more of a bigger asshole when I was a child, so I understand this.
Relatable.
When you're an asshole to somebody, it's sort of like a power thing in a way, or like if you're talking down to or belittling someone, like who you see as beneath you type deal, like basically bullying, you're kind of looking for a reaction. That's kind of like, it makes sense, right?
They want you to fucking
know this.
cower.
I'm good at psychology. I'm good at reading people. So when I don't like somebody, when someone pisses me off, I don't show them that I'm pissed off, basically. Unless I'm extremely pissed off. I don't show them that I'm pissed off, so they don't get the reaction. When someone pisses me off, I just basically like stare blankly at them, all fucking Sigma like, or I just ignore them and walk away, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like telling me these things. She's like, yeah, if you don't get this fixed, it could look really bad and shit like that, saying all these shit to me. I'm annoyed with this conversation. And literally, when I walked into the room, I sat down and I was like, okay, I know this because I'm late. Let's just get this over with. Write me up, whatever. And I'm like kind of like spinning in the chair a little bit, not like spinning 360, maybe like 10 degrees. I'll spin like slightly back and forth because I'm a fidgety person, I touch stuff, I move my feet. I'm a little fidgety. I'm just moving slightly, bro. Yeah. And then she's like,
I'm on the spectrum.
You stop that. We're about to discuss something very serious. Like, I'm like, okay, Jesus. Jeez, like, I can't just move in the chair. I can't move back and forth a little bit.
Nah, they're over here trying to make Ethan be like, I heckin' love my job.
Yeah. It's like, okay, there's some, like this. I should have known. And next time I have a job, I'll be able to spot these things way sooner, because right when I walked in the room, she's trying to tell me not to swivel in your chair. Yeah. That's like a power move.
Toxic.
It's literally a power move. It's literally like some type of shit, like to assert. It's to assert dominance in a fucking way. It's like, bro, what do you think this is? This is a fucking movie theater. I make $10 an hour. What the fuck do you think this is, bitch? This ain't the mafia. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm like, but yeah, so. At the end of the day, I mean, she was like, telling me all this stuff, and I'm just Sigma staring her, because she, like, at this point, like, she's been very condescending to me, very, like, kind of disrespectful, but on the low key. And so I'm just Sigma staring her. I'm just waiting for this conversation to be over. I'm like, okay. And she's like, do you understand? I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you sure? I mean, you're not really showing me any, like, facial expression. I don't know. It's like, yes, I understand. It's that simple. Like, what do you want from me? You want me to be, have, like, a frowny face, a fucking sad face?
Yeah.
It's insane.
They need that.
They want you to cry.
They want you to cry right there in front of them. Beg for your job.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I was late.
I'm sorry, fat bitch. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's really like, I don't know.
Women in power.
Yeah, that's my weekly hate. But
women in power.
It's so strange. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe I low-key think managers start to pick up on this, the fact that I don't give a fuck, and they like see that as hostile or something. They see that as like I must counter this. They get like a fight or flight response when they see that like this job is not the end of the world to me. Like they really managers really want someone who they can fucking crack the whip on, you know?
Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
So next thing up on the list is what I talked about in a previous episode, where we had her name is April, the 17-year-old power-hungry retard, also a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Among talked about that in a previous episode.
Among us.
And basically it sort of started out as I don't know if I fully explained it. I'm gonna just kind of skim over it, but basically, when I first started working there, she was one of the first people who trained me. And, you know, there's a bunch of teenagers that work there. I guess it's the fucking location. I don't know. There's a fuckload of teenagers that work there. So there's only a couple adults there. But, you know, I come into this job because... And I come into it with the mindset of, okay, I want to be more sociable. I want to fit in more. I feel like I can be good at that, so I need to make a good impression.
Really fit I don't really fit in.
I don't want to fit in. But
I'm weird.
But my last job, I definitely noticed that I kind of felt like an autist, and I kind of noticed that I couldn't really talk to people as well because of the first impression. My first impression, I wasn't really like super outgoing and stuff, so I wanted to change that up so my first impression could be really good, and then I could just talk to people really chill, like, you know, be super not quiet all the time, be able to talk to people. So wanted to make a good first impression. So I noticed they're all fucking kids. It doesn't fucking matter. I can basically say whatever the fuck I want. It's great. They're all chill. They don't give a fuck. They're fucking teenagers.
Let's get greedy.
They're doing the fucking gritty in the back. They're doing fucking Fortnite dances and shit.
Cocaine in the bag.
We'll get to that.
Oh my god.
But so I thought this was gonna be good, and then me and April have a decent work relationship at first. At least I thought so. You know, she might. Like, you know, teenagers, bro. You know, teenagers. They do, like, little gay roasts and shit. Be like, bro, you're gay. Some shit, like, some dumb shit. I have more TikTok followers than you, bro. You got no riz, bro. Yeah, you got no riz. Some goofy stuff like that.
Ratio.
Some goofy stuff. So you know, that's, you know, I reciprocate the energy. So you might say something to me. I might say something to her. And it's like, you know, it's fun. We're friends. I thought we're friends. I thought we were friends.
Keyword thought.
But basically, she starts getting annoyed because she takes it as a fucking power, or a challenge to her fucking mighty power as the crew lead, that she told me to do something, and then I playfully rolled my eyes. And then she's like, I fucking hate this guy now. Like, she took that as an act of war.
This is the worst man on planet Earth. He rolled his fucking eyes at me.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And
imagine rolling her eyes at a crew lead.
It's
he rolled his eyes at a crew lead.
If you want more details, go to the Jody B episode. I think it's like episode 9.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, like, she would start to get on me about the stupidest shit ever. Like, I would go to get a refill, which takes, like, of my cup, and it takes, like, 10 seconds, 15 seconds at most. And when you're up in box office, you're not supposed to leave without someone covering for you, but it's dead at times up there for a long periods of time. So I go refill my cup. She's like, did you get someone to fucking cover you? And she gets all fucking upset. At one time she's like, nobody knew where the movie theater was. Even though, like, that's ridiculous that nobody knew where it was. Like, you're gonna say that?
Nobody for 4 full hours. They all came up to me, specifically me, and asked where the fucking movie theater was.
Yeah. And made a mental note to tell every customer where the theaters they're going at. And then 4 hours later, she tells, like, another guy comes up to me, like, when he comes in, he's like, hey man, make sure you're telling the people where to go. And it's like, she literally, there's no other ifs, or buts. She literally had to have waited hours for someone to come in to talk shit and say, you're not telling people where to go, or some fucking stupid bullshit.
That's crazy.
So that's like, it's insane. It's insane. I'm like a grown man.
Yeah,
I'm a grown ass man. Why do I have to deal with this petty bullshit? It's fucking crazy. I've never had to deal with this in my life.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this. I don't know, but I told Ethan that when I first came in there, like, she instantly told me, like,
is Ethan your friend? Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like
so
him.
sad.
I was like,
so weird.
I'm hearing this shit. I was like, bruh, what?
You know what?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
not Ethan's friend anymore. You know what? You're right. You know, my friend for years, fuck him. I'm on your side now.
I don't know what her goal is with that. Like, oh, by the way, your friend, I don't like him. Like, okay, like, do you want a cookie?
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, oh my god. Not just one.
That's later.
Oh my god, I want to talk. All right.
Anyways, so basically we have lots of stuff going on here over a period of time, maybe like 2 months or so, of random little, like, I know that she doesn't like me, but I don't give a fuck. You know, it's a stupid fucking teenager. If she doesn't like me, I don't care. It does not bother me whatsoever. It's just kind of annoying when I work with her. But you know what? I was respectful to her, and I was professional to her the entire time, because I have no reason. If she doesn't like me over some I can't control if some person doesn't like me or not. That's something you get over when you're an adult, when you're a grown up. If someone doesn't like you, okay, I still have to work with them. I'm just gonna treat you like a professional, respectful person. But our friendship is over. It doesn't matter, you know. We don't have to be buddies, okay? But this goes on for a while, where it's known by everybody. The whole staff knows that she doesn't like me. So it's like, it's so awkward. It's such an uncomfortable, awkward fucking situation to be in. And then, as a fucking adult with a child, it's so stupid. Even with another adult, I can't imagine working at a place and just having like someone who's like, I fucking hate this guy for no reason, for the stupidest reason imaginable.
I bet she was telling like lies to like quit and everything like that. I bet
probably
like, coercing him like, hey, Ethan sucks.
She literally we have like 2 chill managers, and one of them, her name is Amy, and she's chill, she's okay, and the other one is the HR manager, and he's chill, and they're kind of on the younger side a little bit. On Amy's first day, her very first day, her first impression of me was that, like, I was a person who didn't give a fuck about the job and a bunch of shit. And, like, basically, April on Amy's first day was just telling her a bunch of shit about me, shit talking me. And we had, like, a little dispute about something because when you're in the concession stand making food, there should be someone who's on, like, if it's really busy, there should be someone assigned to hot foods because they take longer to make. She asked me if I was on hot foods. I said, I don't know. Mind you, this is like my first month in the job. No, actually not even a month. A couple weeks in the job. So I don't fucking know. I don't know what I don't know. Am I on hot foods? I don't know. And then she proceeded to proclaim to Amy that I refused to be on hot foods. Like, she told me to be on hot foods, but I said no. Or some shit like that. Bruh. And like, she told me to put gloves on, and I said no. When in actuality, I already put the thing in the oven, so why would I put gloves on after I already put it in? You know, I mean, it's like, it doesn't make sense. So, like, how can you say I refuse to do something when it's a bunch of bullshit?
It's bullshit.
And mind you, go back to episode 9. It all culminated with some big thing where she came after work to talk shit to me. And here's the thing: the day earlier, God. I'm talking to this coworker who I thought was my friend.
PTSD telling him this.
It's all flashing back.
It's crazy. I've had to deal with so much bullshit here. It's insane. I've never worked at a place this fucking ass. And the labor was good. For $10, the type of work I did was easy. So it's crazy how shitty everything else about the job was. I was talking to, like, a girl who worked there the day before, and we're just chit-chatting. She's like, do you want to be crew lead someday? And I was like, yeah, I would. It'd be nice. And then she was like, why? And I was like, so I don't have to take orders from April anymore. And then we're like, ha, 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 it's just a joke. And then I was like, nah, but seriously, there's other reasons, obviously. And then she's like, you don't want to take orders from a kitty cat? And I'm like, no, I guess not. Like, that was kind of a strange thing to say. But I guess what she was trying to say is, oh, she's like, not that scary or whatever. I don't know. But thing is, she said kitty cat. And then the next day, April comes up to me on her day off, and she's like, I heard you've been calling me a kitty cat or some shit like that. I was like, bruh. And I was like, what? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh my
And there was like, basically, so that girl I was talking to, I thought we were friends. We talked about like Marvel, we talked about Star Wars. I thought we were chill. I thought Ethan, the old introverted quiet guy, came out to try to get friends, be sociable, and guess what? I get a two-faced cunt who instigates a fucking argument, and says that I said what she said, and she completely lies. Part of me wants to give her the benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, maybe she forgot. Maybe she forgot that she said it and thinks that I said it. But based on future events, I'm starting to believe that it was truly a lie, and she knew. Like she's a sociopath.
Oh my god.
Damn. So she told her friend that I called her a kitty cat and instigated a argument between us. So I have a two-faced fuck and an annoying fuck interrogating me on their day off while I'm working. There's customers coming in, and this whole argument comes out. She's like, "You have a problem with me?" And I'm like, "No, you're the one with the problem with me." And then she's like, "Well, you suck at your job, and you're working at a teenager job. You're working at a kid's job. You know that, right?" Like some shit like that. You're like, "You suck at your job. You're lazy," or shit like that. She's saying a bunch of shit. So I'm like, "Okay, well, you're retarded." And I'm just gonna take it to and then she's like, "You're calling like a 17-year-old girl a kitty cat? What the fuck, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, she's fucking lying. Why the fuck? If I'm gonna call someone a name, I'm gonna call them retarded or a racial slur. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say kitty cat.
Hell no.
That's so goofy. Now you just made this weird. Now you just made it serious." So I went to the fucking manager, went to Quentin, the gay ass fucking fag piece of shit Quentin, who's like, "Oh, you think you're sick?" And I told him everything that happened. Guess how long it fucking takes? It takes 2 weeks before the HR manager even finds out about it. It takes 2 months to fully get settled. When a crew lead is off her shift and talks shit and insults and low key kind of threatens in a way, I mean, you can spin it however you like, but saying, "Oh, a grown man's talking about a 17-year-old girl calling her a kitty cat," that's some serious shit. So,
oh my god,
I'm gonna have to bleep that. But
I bleep both of the time.
But so that's serious, you know. And it takes Imagine that happens, and it takes 2 whole months for that to get solved. Like, that is insane. And then the general manager, fat fuck, she's like, "I've been wanting to meet with you sooner, but we haven't been working at the same time." It's like, that's bullshit. 2 months, we haven't had the same shift?
Honestly.
That's bullshit. That's full of shit. You're full of shit. So we finally, well, before that happens, why the fuck he's doing that, bro? So goofy.
Bruh, what you doing?
What are you talking about?
Why am
is
I
he
single,
doing?
he asks.
What are you talking about?
Anyway,
Brian's rubbing his belly. He's literally just rubbing his belly.
I can't rub my belly.
I don't know why,
back
bro.
on the topic at hand.
Like his
Back
shirt
on
is
the
up and
topic
he's
at
just
hand.
rubbing his bare belly.
Ethan was so flabbergasted. He's like, "Oh!"
I'm trying to tell a story here. A serious matter of my life. And I just see Brian shaking his belly up and down.
Like he just ate a
casually.
fucking full
Keep this in here.
turkey.
Keep this in.
It's crazy.
That's canon.
So, anyways, before this happens, before I finally, after a 2-month period, get to talk to the general manager, and mind you, this whole time I have to deal with trying not to talk to this fucking girl because I want nothing to fucking do with her. And I expressed I don't even want to work with her anymore because I shouldn't even have to say, but it's extremely fucking uncomfortable. First off, you're working with someone who just outright hates you for no fucking reason, a stupid reason.
Yeah.
But it's extremely uncomfortable to be working with someone who straight up just disrespected you and insulted you to your face, and nothing has really happened. Like, I don't want to work with this person. Stop! Don't schedule me with this fucking person. I sure as hell wouldn't have fucking taken orders from her. That's for damn sure. If you told me to do something, I would have just fucking ignored her. So imagine 2 months of that. And I come back to work because I was sick for a little bit. And I come back and they're like, "Okay, we have these employee reviews. Let's get ready for employee performance review."
Oh my god.
And it's insane. I have never been so flabbergasted. I've never felt so disrespected and devalued as a human being at this fucking job. It's insane. Let me tell you. So I sit down in the office again, and I have these 2 managers with me.
Hey.
One of them's Amy, and one of them's a gay fuck, fat fuck. who I hardly work with. I've hardly ever fucking worked with them. And so basically this is a thing where all the managers put together their views on the employees, and they all come to an agreement on what their review is going to be. And it has like a system of meet standards or goes above and beyond or some shit like satisfactory or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so I'm in here and once I see the paper, I'm like instantly like, what the fuck is this retarded bullshit? Now I'm going to get into some other bullshit. Now I'm going to get into some more bullshit because they decided to put some, like, this is crazy. I'm not a person to just ignore things. If I disagree, I have to say something. So I see friendliness. Friendliness is what? It's unacceptable. Friendliness is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Friendliness is not acceptable.
Ethan is such a jerk.
It doesn't make sense, and it's crazy. We'll get to that in a second, though. They said cleanliness is below standards. They said quickness is below standards, and it baffled me. I'm like, what the fuck? One, are y'all seeing anything? Two, what the hell are y'all seeing? It doesn't make sense. Like, apparently they think I just sit on my ass, do fuck all, I don't talk to customers, I'm an asshole to customers, or I'm too quiet, or some shit. It's like, that's not the fucking case. I'm one of the quickest fucking people here. Doing stuff quickly is not fucking hard here. There's not much to fucking do. First off, there's so much, the job is very boring. That's one of the aspects of this job, is that it's very boring. You just sit around, do nothing for a long time.
Yeah.
If it's dead.
Yeah.
And so quickness, I don't know why that would be under whatever. Cleanliness doesn't make sense to me. I clean, whenever I see a fucking dirty spot, whenever because there's always like typically a bunch of popcorn crumbs around like where the butter is, because that's where high population areas are. You go to the butter to butter up, and then your popcorn falls out. I clean that up. I clean up the floors whenever I see it. So this doesn't make sense to me. Where are you coming at me with this shit? Unfriendliness. I believe it or not, I actually do make some customers laugh. I put a smile on some people's faces. I
don't believe you.
I'm not unfriendly. I'll say that. I'm not the most charismatic person in the world. I'm not super extroverted, but I talk with customers well, and I get a lot of fucking sales that other people don't fucking get. Like, there's time, like, when I was really trying, I could get tons and tons of sales, like 4, 5, 6. And that's like a big thing for this movie theater, is that they want to increase the sales of like their membership thing. And they really push for that hard. And so I could get a fuckload of them. So tell me how that is showing that I'm unfriendly or whatever, or how it's unacceptable. And then they're like, well, this is actually like over a 6-month period. So we're taking account everything from the beginning. It's like, okay, well, that's the opposite of a performance review. That doesn't make any sense. First off, second off, so it's stupid. You can't judge a person's friendliness level or their quickness or their cleanliness based on their first week at the job. Like, that doesn't make sense.
That's so stupid.
They're like, but you've been doing a little bit better. Like, we've noticed a little bit. It's like, no, no, that's stupid.
They had to take like every single thing that
doesn't
you
make
and
sense.
Kitty Cat or whatever had, and she probably wrote so much bad shit about you.
Well, she's not a manager.
She's not a manager? Oh.
No.
Well, I mean, employees, they could still talk shit about you to the managers.
Yeah.
So, I feel like they just took all that shit.
She did that. She did that.
There's no way, crazy. Because that's crazy. Like, your friendliness? Unacceptable.
It's crazy.
Cleanness?
Neighbor.
Stinks. Sorry.
But, so it's crazy. Like, one of the things that Amy said was like, well, I'm always noticing that the front of concessions always has popcorn on the floor and people aren't cleaning. I always call for people to clean it. It's like, here's another thing. I was sick. I was out of work for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks before that, I was only in box office or ushering. Meaning I haven't been in concessions for a whole month. So how can you see, that's instantly how I know this is full of fucking bullshit, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I haven't been in concessions in basically a whole fucking month. So how the fuck can you judge my cleanliness based off I see stuff on the floor sometimes? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
what
fucking
the fuck
retarded.
Are you, honestly, what the hell are you talking about? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So I disputed all. I said I want to dispute all this. Like, this is, I don't believe in this whatsoever. This is untrue. And I think that all of you have this sort of idea of me or this perception of me that you want to believe that because I'm more reserved and I don't bombastically like shout like a fucking stupid immature teenager, that means I'm too quiet or introverted or like I don't know how to speak to customers and I don't know what else. Like you guys have this perception of me that's not fucking true. I can count maybe 2 times or 3 times total in my 6 months being there that a manager has witnessed me performing a transaction with a customer. I remember that, like about 3 times in total that a manager saw me do that. So how can you guys properly gauge my friendliness when I know for a fucking fact you guys haven't seen me, like, watched me do it? Doesn't make sense. It truly makes no sense. So I called them out on their bullshit. I'm not a fucking pushover. Mama didn't raise no fucking quitter. Actually, I did quit, but
yeah. Oh my god.
But
jokes aside,
she didn't raise a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I finally talked to the general manager, fat fuck, about the April situation. In 2 months, and what also comes up is the review. Go into the office, and basically, so everyone involved had to write a like paper about what happened, like their side of the story, or their statement. And as I get into the office, I'm instantly sort of hit with this vibe that she like believes April's side more than mine, or that like she believes any of it, when it's all bullshit. I wrote like I'm also a writer, so that's also part of it. But I wrote like 3 pages or so. I wrote 3 pages, because I wanted to make sure, because when I heard all of this bullshit was bullshit to me. I felt like so. I can't even describe the feeling. It's the strangest thing ever. I've never had to deal with petty high school drama, like reality TV show drama at a workplace. It's fucking bizarre. So I wanted to make sure I got every tiny detail from the very beginning to what happened on that day. So I wrote about 3 pages or so, and full detail. And she still talked to me like, "So Ethan, are you sure like you didn't disrespect her at all? Like, I mean, I was like, no, Bruh. I didn't at all." She's like, I want you to take like a moment to really think. I want you to sit with me and really. She said this. About this. This is not exaggerated. Sit here and really think.
Oh my god!
If you were respectful to her or not. And I was like, no, I did not. I was extremely professional to her the entire fucking time. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, like, and then she moved on. And it's like you could tell that she was not on side Ethan. She was not on Ethan's team, bro. And it's like, this is bullshit. Based on everything I've fucking written, like, it should be without a fucking doubt. I don't know what April could have possibly written. Like, well, he's lazy. He sits around her, or he disrespected me, or some shit like that. Like some shit like that. Like, I don't even know.
He raped me in the
and
ass.
This is how I also know that she took the other person's side. I mean, I guess April still got a write-up, but I mean, that makes sense. You can't just not give her one. But I feel like that was honestly just a slap on the fucking wrist, because you could tell that she fucking, like, she didn't, like, did she even read what the fuck I said? She said, so what, like, one of the first things when I got in there was, so what's this whole kitty cat thing about? What does kitty cat mean? She asked me, what does kitty cat mean? And I said, I don't know. I didn't fucking say that. Like, what the hell? I didn't say that. She's like, well, we have multiple sources who say you did. It's like, multiple sources? What the hell are you talking about?
Where's my source?
That's fucking ridiculous. Multiple sources is the other person who lied and said I did.
Yeah.
That's the other source. I don't know who else would say that.
That's so
it's crazy.
Stupid.
It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. So I like it. That is bizarre. That I put in. I said, this was a lie. I explained how it happened. I explained where the term came from. I explained that this doesn't make any sense. You know, like the whole interaction wouldn't have made sense if I did say it. It doesn't sound like anything that I would possibly say. And then she started going, what does kitty cat mean? I'm like, why are you asking me that? I don't fucking know what the fuck it means. What are you, stupid?
Bitch.
There's so much bullshit in this office that I'm dealing with right now. And literally one of the things that happened when I walked in, she was like, yeah, I mean, we did notice some progress. You're definitely, you do get some of the memberships. Sometimes, you do get some good numbers. And then I'm like, I don't even know what I said. I think I was like, yeah, I don't agree with the friendliness, because when I really try, I can get lots of stuff. She's like, you see, that's one of the things when you really try. Yeah, that's one of the things you need to focus on. And I was like, okay, and I couldn't even reply to that because we already moved on to a different topic. But that's literally like, okay, bitch, do you think I'm gonna fucking try harder when it's a day where it's super dead on a Tuesday, or no, not a Tuesday, like a Monday or a Wednesday, where no one is coming in? Our goal today is sell 2. Do you think I'm gonna try to sell 10 on a day where we were selling 2? No, it's called human fucking nature. I'm not your fucking robot. I'm not your fucking worker bee. I'm not gonna bust my fucking ass for $10 an hour, you stupid fucking bitch. Like, when you really try, it's like, yes, I'm going to try harder on the busier days, you stupid fuck. Am I living in crazy town? Am I living in crazy world? It doesn't make sense. So I'm baffled. I'm getting so much underhanded disrespect, condescension from gay fuck Quentin and fat fuck general manager. So much bullshit from these two.
Flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted. At the disrespect. And so we like have like a little mini argument in a sense, like talking about how, because one of the things she said was, well, like, you're partially in the wrong because you didn't come to us sooner. You should have came to management right when things started happening. It's like, okay, I tell her, okay, I understand what you're saying, but nothing had happened really up until that point. She's like, well, you said this happened. She said, like, she did this. And it's like, yeah, but those are all minor things. Yeah. I'm not going to come up to a manager and say, hey, this person doesn't like me. And then, like, they got mad at me for something minor, or like they said one sly remark to me that could be perceived as disrespectful or like unprofessional. Like, I don't care that much about her opinion, and I don't care about something minor. I'm not petty. I'm not a child. Why would I come? Like, if I came to you for these things, that would be brushed aside. That doesn't make any sense. Mommy, she called me a name. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, at one point, like, one of the things that happened, it's not even a real event. It's literally, one time I was this is after I know that she doesn't like me. One time I'm standing there, and there's like a heavy box or something, and then she's like some guys are lifting it. She's like, or no, I don't even know. It's just sitting there. But I don't know where it came from, but the conversation shifted to, like, she said, I was just standing there. I was just looking at the box. They're all talking, and she's like, you can't lift that, weak boy, or some shit. Bruh. And then just walks away. It's just like a little comment from a teenager.
No, you should tell your boss.
You think I'm going to go to management?
Yeah, you should go tell your boss about that one.
I should go tell the top tier boss, the general fucking manager, about what she said. Like, yeah. I don't give a fuck.
No, it was pretty bad.
If she thinks I'm weak, I could beat the living fuck out of her. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's so stupid. Why? How you gonna tell? Well, you're kind of in the wrong. You should have came to us. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. You're just, I don't understand. Are you trying to, like, make it like, okay, this is an equal problem? Like, no. This is a one-sided problem. I did nothing wrong. Yeah. I'm the victim. I'm a fucking victim. This is not an equal-sided thing. And I did nothing wrong. I should not have come sooner, because that doesn't make any fucking damn sense. I get a lot of bullshit in there. I get like, Quentin's in there, and he's a fucking little pussy bitch. He's an ass kisser. That's how you know he got that far in the fucking job. He's like, yeah, also, we noticed, because we put on like quickness, all of our registers, we can see the data, we can see how long, the orders can take and stuff like that. So all the numbers are there. We have all the numbers to show that your speed could be improved. And it's like, I was like, okay, that's fucking weird. And then I later realized, okay, this doesn't make any fucking sense either. Because when you think about an order in concessions, what is my job? A customer walks up, has to decide what they would like to order, and they might be like, do I want this? No, I want that. How much does this cost? My only job is to press down a button on what they order and wait for them to pay, which also could do I have any cash? Do you guys take Apple Pay? Oh no, I'm a fucking retard. Oh, let me get my card. And then they flip the card. Oh, it's not working. Oh, and they put it upside down. Oh, now it's working. Oh, and then I retrieve the order, which takes like 10 seconds max. 10 seconds max. So that's my only job. Put their order in, press a button, get their order. So you're telling me the data from the register is telling you that my order is taking long. How is that reflective of me? How is that that's my only job. It has nothing to do with me. It's the customer who's taking a long time.
Yeah, that's every...
What are you talking about?
That's every company that has registers, though.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
That literally makes...
It's retarded.
Devoid of logic. It's devoid of logic. She also mentioned, oh yeah, you used to come in late like a couple times. You used to come in pretty late sometimes. I would come in like 15 minutes late at the most, which is kind of bad. But again, I had fixed it by that time, like pretty much immediately. And that had been like 4 months past, or like 3 months. She's like, yeah, well, you used to come in late, and that's also reflective on your report. And it's like, okay, well, this is a performance review. This says friendly, quickness, and cleanliness. How does me being late have any reflection on my performance as when I walked through the door? And then she couldn't answer that at all. She couldn't answer that whatsoever. She just got like, well, it actually applies, some sort of stupid shit like that. She couldn't answer what the fuck I just said because she knew it made no fucking sense what the fuck she said. So all I got was like, I thought I was going to come into this office, get this matter with April resolved. Settled, put it to fucking rest, and I thought I would be able to dispute this bullshit ass performance review, and basically they doubled down, and they did not show me any sort of, like, value, basically. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Ethan, you're a piece of shit.
This is just a formality
Ethan,
for them. Like, they
cunt.
don't give a fuck.
You are a fucking cunt.
And so... I'm just like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck anymore about this job. Brian later tells me that Fat Fuck was talking to Amy and Quentin over by the bar where Brian works. And she's like saying, like, he can barely make out what they're saying, but she's like, Ethan is so rude. And
they were literally, I was working. I was like, I was cleaning out, because I'm a bartender. I'm cleaning out the fridge, getting the beer out, cleaning the fridge and everything. So I'm in the fridge is on the floor, so I can't really hear them well, but I can see them. And she was pointing at Ethan.
Oh my
she was
God.
Pointing at I can 100% tell they were talking about him. Like, because they were like, yeah, he was so disrespectful. all this mean shit they're saying. Like, cause I can barely hear out the words and the sentences that are coming out. But I can 100% tell they're talking about him behind his back. Like, and it was not a positive conversation.
Yeah, so she's saying I'm disrespectful or rude or whatever. Brian also heard, like, he wrote like 3 pages.
Oh, yeah.
You asked me for a statement. I'm gonna tell you the whole detail, because here's what happened! I wrote 3 pages of full detail from beginning to end, in full detail, so that none of this could get misconstrued as me being the bad guy. I walk into the office, and it's like, well, you're partially blamed. What's going to get me? Did you disrespect her? It's like, even with 3 pages of full detail, I still get treated as like, I'm not the fucking good guy in the situation. Like, clearly I am.
They hate Ethan.
It's bullshit. So she's talking shit like, 3 pages? Like, bro.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
He said Ethan, so 3 pages, huh?
She asked for it. And they asked for it, I gave it. Like, what's the problem? I can't write a full detailed document of what the fuck happened? The disrespect from a fucking coworker? What the fuck bro, at that point when I heard that, I instantly, I'm disrespectful and rude for not agreeing with you? I have to be a fucking worker bee fucking sheep and a slave to you and agree with everything you fucking say? Yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. No, I can fucking say that you're wrong. I have you're no better than me. You're a fucking human being and you weigh like 100 pounds more than me. You have no power over me. You are not superior.
It's so funny because I remember like walking up to Ethan and he's smiling, laughing, and I'm looking at him and I tell him, and then it's Brown. Yeah. He got so upset.
Why you do that to Ethan?
That's an example of Brian bringing me down.
Yeah, bringing him down. Praying for his downfall.
I saw him. He was like, just imagine Ethan happy, then seconds later, it's mad.
Yeah, because she just fucking sat there for like 30 minutes smiling at me, trying to act like, okay, well, we're gonna start noticing your performance from here on out. We're gonna start trying to notice you more and see that. And I think, okay, you know what? Maybe. Okay, now that we have this conversation, let's see if things go better, and then I'll decide if I don't give a fuck. Brian tells me that. I'm like, this fucking bitch. I instantly was like, fuck this job. Like, that's crazy. You're gonna call me disrespectful for standing up for myself. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm countering what you say. I'm not even arguing. You're saying one thing. I'm saying I don't agree. I'm saying my opinion on it. And she thinks I'm fucking disrespectful. Like, what the fuck were you expecting? I'm gonna be like, yes, ma'am. Oh, I understand, ma'am. But I'll try better. Like, I'm sorry, massa. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's crazy. Oh my God. So after that, I go for like 2 weeks or so of not giving a fuck. And I don't sell any memberships. I barely clean. I don't give a single fuck. But at this point, they also got me coming in to open every day. And I start to realize, okay, well, yeah, it makes sense. We're opening later, or no, we're opening earlier. So there's only me and Brian. Brian works in bar though, and there's another guy, and he's disabled. There's only 2 of us adults who are able to open because we can come in before school gets out. Yeah. So you would think that they would treat that employee of value, because they're somewhat important to the flow of your fucking job when you have only like 2 adults who can open.
Right, they don't give a fuck.
And they didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I'm literally just trying to. I was working more hours too, and I was just trying to get the money. I'm trying to get as much money from here as possible, without putting any effort.
And then dipping.
I could tell Ethan was like graduating, just like hating this job
more
and more. Gradually, just
he does that at every job.
More.
Every job.
Honestly, that is every fucking job.
Yeah.
But so
fine. Because they like you. They fuck with you.
So, some time passes, and one of the fucking craziest things ever is that girl who originally said kitty cat and fucking betrayed me and backstabbed me to be a fucking two-faced little fucking teenage cunt, she literally tried to be nicer to me. She literally like went out of her way to be nicer to me, which we later find out is even more bullshit. She's the most, I can't believe how much I hate this fucking child. I can't imagine hating a teenager so much in my life. I guess that's gonna be part of being older, where you just start hating younger people more.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, I can't imagine being 17 and hating like a 12-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
But here I am, I'm 23 and I hate this 17-year-old girl for the life of me. I fucking hate her. Because she is by far the most two-faced, fucking, honestly sociopathic fucking person I've ever seen in action. Like, a person who will grow up to probably cheat on tons of people.
Fucking cut people's dicks off and throw them out the window. Yeah, slash your tires, kill your dog.
It's like crazy shit. Like, she is that type of person. Because, like, she started trying to be more nice to me, but it's dead. Like, once you fucking do me like that, it's over. There's no repairing that.
Yeah. Fucking stupid bitch.
So I just Sigma fucking stare at her all the fucking time. Fuck. I'm fucking Sigma Chad. Get over it. Fucking all the viewers out there, they don't believe me, but I am.
I don't believe you.
He is.
So some time goes by.
He's a Sigma male.
One time, me, her, and a good buddy of mine who worked there. I say good buddy, I don't really know him, but he was chill as fuck. He didn't give a fuck about that place.
Real ones.
He was one of the real ones.
One of the real ones.
He was one of the fucking Edgar ass motherfuckers. He was like, yo, get a guy. Like, that type of dude. Oh. Had a fucking Edgar haircut. But he was chill as a motherfucker.
He was still chill.
And one time, only us 3 closed. And closing is like a 4-person, 5-person job here. If you want to, like, close at a good fucking time. And we closed in about 30 to 40 minutes. And mind you, this is my very, very first time closing. So, obviously, when you think about that, your first time doing something, you're going to be slower than someone who does it all the fucking time. Doesn't that make a little sense? So the 3rd, 4th time I did dishes there, I was much faster than the first time I did dishes. Huh, isn't that crazy how that works? So this fucking cunt decides to, like, tell people that I'm slow. And even months later, it's like known to people, Ethan's slow at closing or some shit. Even though you can see that I'm not when I'm literally, if we're closing at a good time. It's stupid. So she tells people that I'm slow at closing. This sticks around. What's crazy is my last week working there, me and Brian come in because we're gonna watch a movie at midnight because employees get movies before they come out, the day before they come out, when they get on the projector. We come in, it's been 2 hours since close, and there's 3 of them. And y'all are still closing. She's there. You're gonna tell me that I'm fucking slow when it took y'all 2 hours to close.
Bruh.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense how Ethan's fucking slow.
I think they had more that day. I'm recalling. I think it was like 4.
Maybe 4 or 5. But it's crazy. It doesn't make sense. How am I slow? It doesn't make sense. It's my first fucking time. How does it? I don't want to. I feel like they're just hating to hate. I feel like they're just. I don't like Ethan for some reason. He's a short, fat, old fuck. So I hate him. Like he's just like what? Why don't you like me?
You're not tall.
What is the problem?
You are not tall.
I genuinely think if I was taller, I wouldn't have this fucking problem. It makes no fucking sense. Anyways, so there's that. I feel like I'm missing. Oh yeah. So here's how because this is how you know this place is going on the shitter. Is when you got a bunch of employees start up and leaving. It starts happening week by week. That's how you know a place is going on the fucking shitter. You just know it. So, and also when they're like, oh yeah, we're kind of down on money now, so let's be careful with our equipment and let's make sure we're trying to upsell and shit like that. That's how you know.
Bro, it's crazy. I have this fridge that I keep my liquor, my extra stuff, like a liquor storage, basically, where I keep my fruits and everything. That fridge ups and just fucking destroys itself. I don't know. It kept on getting hotter and it breaks. So it breaks.
Oh my god.
And I've been working here and they don't have any money to get someone to come over here to fix it. Not even buy a new one. Like, that's too much money. Fix it, But no, they can't. It's too much money to do that. It's like, bro, I don't have space. I don't have space for the beer, for the fucking vegetables.
You should quit, Brian.
Fruits that I need to
sell.
Yep.
Get on the bandwagon.
I mean, I'm fine. I organize everything where I can get everything easier, but it's like, why not? This is the fucking bar. Like the bar has to be like 100%.
I mean, this job has always been a stepping stone for Brian. Like even when he started working, he was like, okay, now I'm learned how to become a bartender. I could be a bartender someplace that pays better or has more people. Like
definitely should become a bartender at another place. This is just practice running.
Honestly,
yes,
but the free movies.
So here's what I'll say: is that I don't know specifically who did it, but one of the people who quit, I don't know who it was, but literally, they can't one of the days we were working, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, so we were doing inventory and someone stole a fuckload of candy. Someone stole a fuckload of candy. Like a shitload.
Just fucking crazy.
It's fucking nuts. It's like, that was badass. You have Adrian, we don't know if he did it or not. I mean, he's on a fucking camera there. But on his last day, they noticed they noticed in a staircase little room where you get up to the projectors or something, there was a broom that had been used to stab holes in the ceiling, and the ceiling got fucked up. Bruh. And the broom was just sitting there at the scene of the crime.
That's fucking badass.
And it's so shit like that. You have later on one of my last weeks.
Oh my god.
On one of the last weeks, you have April and Javier. Javier I talked about in probably maybe second, third, the early episodes. I talked about this guy who came in, he was like, bro, I was fucking this girl last night. I was so high. Such a fuck boy. He's a fuck boy and a douchebag. He has the biggest ego. He's a fucking fag. He's just he's the type of 2012 ass meme of come at me, bro type fucking dudes. He's just cringe. He's fucking cringe.
Dudes that unironically said swag.
That's probably something that he's probably fucking asked to somebody. And basically they got on him about some bullshit and he quit and he trashed up the fucking freezer, just threw everything on the ground or something. And then him and April quit on the same fucking day. And that was like one of the best things I've fucking heard in a long time. And Brian told me that the Two-Face basically said to her, hey, if you quit right now, I'll quit. April decided, okay. And then she quit. And then Two-Face didn't quit.
Did not quit.
She just stayed. She did that to one of her closest friends who hang out all the time.
That's crazy.
She told her to quit and said that she'd do it too and then didn't.
Dude, that chick is a fucking psycho.
She's a fucking
insane.
Bitch, but I also love that.
That's the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard. I can't imagine that.
Correctly, like he's gonna be correct about what's gonna happen in
she's
the future.
She's gonna cheat on people. She's gonna fucking
monster.
ruin lives.
She's a monster.
She's gonna murder people.
And she has like a cute face, an innocent facade. Like she has this sort of like
facade, yeah.
She has like these mannerisms and this like the way that she talks and stuff where you just think that she's a normal, innocent fucking girl. Like you just think she's just a teenage girl. She's a fucking loco, bro. Like she has some thoughts spinning up in there, bro. Like she did the fucking plays, bro. I can't say loco. Brian Gatekeep's fucking loco. That's fucking stupid. You have to speak the whole language.
I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. I just said loco. Can't repeat loco.
Anyways, you cannot say loco. You are not Mexican.
Where is your sombrero?
She did that. She just betrayed like one of her closest friends. She lied to her face. It's crazy. So the HR manager later talked to him and he was like, yeah, thank God April quit because like I wanted to find a way to tell her that she's a cancer to this whole
oh my God.
Place. Like, damn.
That's HR.
That's the man. They know. The managers know this.
Except Quinn and Fat Fuck.
It's crazy. Literally, all the other managers there are pretty sane and they're normal people. But the top tier managers, the actual general manager who runs the whole place, and the person below her who pretty much runs everything on the ground level, they're like the HR manager himself. Imagine how bad a company has to be when the HR manager himself has to like literally says, yeah, but I've tried to talk to them both about this before, but they don't know how to talk to people. If your HR person is saying that the top ranking managers there don't know how to talk to people, that's a big fucking problem. He literally said the previous HR manager quit on the spot because of something that she said to him. That is insane.
Holy shit.
You know this place is going down the shitter. They're like, we're running out of money. We got people quitting left and right. And it never occurs to them that this is the manager's fault. You know? When you're steering a fucking ship, you're captain of a ship, and people start jumping off board into the fucking ocean waters. Yeah. Do you keep blaming them or do you blame yourself? You know, because you're running the fucking ship. Makes sense, right? They don't have that kind of self-awareness. They don't have that kind of sense of responsibility. I don't think that they take any blame for management at all about how shit this fucking company is being run. It's fucking nuts. I feel like there was something else, but I think that's about it. I think I've covered...
You covered a lot of it.
Pretty much everything there until I quit.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for, baby, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so... Basically, so this is bullshit that I have to deal with. I'm not giving a fuck. And I talked to the HR guy. We're really chill. And I was like, dude, I haven't been giving a fuck about this job for like 2 weeks now. And I low-key, you know, now that these annoying fucks have quit, I kind of want to start trying again. Trying to, you know, be a good employee. But I think it's worthless. But I don't think it's going to be useful because I don't think anyone's going to notice me. I don't think that they like me. I think people like have something fucking against me here. And he's just like, well... And I'll try to talk to people about it. And, especially me, I have your side. If you work harder and stuff, we'll definitely see that. I'll see that and shit like that. And I was thinking about it. But, this job has been very fucking gay to me so far. And I was trying to decrease my hours so I didn't have to fucking be in this hellhole all fucking week. But they literally got me. Normally it's like 2:30 and then 12:30 and shit like that. They got me up here at 10:30 a.m. by myself till 5 because that's how fucking important I am. I'm the only fucking person who can, because everyone else is a teenager. They can't come in earlier. I have to be here 10:30 to 5 by myself. Doesn't that fucking mean something to you? No, it doesn't fucking mean anything to them. So, I'm up here, and it's Black Panther just came out, so you got all these fucking people coming in left and right. It's nonstop.
Wakanda!
Nonstop.
Yep, Wakanda.
It's nonstop.
You know what I'm here to see.
Literally, one time, this guy came up to me, he was like, you know what I'm here to see. And I said, oh, Thor? And he was like, no, Minions. I was like, bruh. Oh my god.
Wakanda forever.
I've dealt with so much stupid ass fucking customers there.
Yes, anyways.
So it's bullshit. I'm getting a little bit stressed out. I literally one of the fat fuck managers gets off his lazy ass and has to help me out here and there. You know, I feel like they don't fucking work worth jack shit. At one point, I go to the restroom to take like a 10-minute just to sit down and be like, just think about my life. And I'm just thinking like, damn, I would really just love to quit right now. I would fucking love it, you know, because today has been so hard. It's just, this job doesn't value me. They don't respect me. They don't give a fuck about me. And I'm here at 10 a.m. till 5, and there's so many hours left of dealing with this bullshit. Literally the previous day, someone came in and he shit his pants. There's a man who walked, the first customer to Black Panther, the very first customer, hit me with a wall of rancid shit smell. And a customer later came up to me and said, hey, this theater smells really bad. And I was like, oh, which theater? And she's like, yeah, Theater 7, it smells like a zoo in there. I'm like,
God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy, like, shit his pants.
Oh my god.
And so I have to deal with so much bullshit. And at this point, I'm just dealing with customers nonstop. I have a headache. I'm hungover. I had 5 hours of sleep. I'm coming in early. My feet hurt. And I'm not respected. This job doesn't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck. And so, but whatever. I'm trying to push through it. I'm pushing. I'm grinding. And general manager gets off her lazy ass and has to come up there and help. Because there's so many fucking customers. And at one point, she's like, oh, Ethan, did we run out of large cups? So we run out of them? Where are they at? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And then, because I'm trying to serve customers here. I'm not really looking to conversate, She asked me, did we run out of cups? If you don't see them, what do you think that means? That means we ran out. I mean, that just makes sense to me, right? Why are you asking me? If you look, there's no cups. So it's crazy. So, I'm not really thinking about that. By the way, we have also, for weeks now, the top of the popcorn machine has been broken. And they only found out about this on that day. The general manager and one of the other managers doesn't know jack shit about what's going on there. That's how you know that they don't fucking observe. That's how you know that their fucking reports mean bullshit, because they don't even know that the top of the fucking popcorn machine has been broken for weeks. And guess who fixed it? Me! Guess who fucking fixed it? Me! And you have to just turn it slowly. But she, cranked it at full speed, and it broke instantly. She's like, oh, what the fuck? It's fucking stupid. So, after everything cooled down, died down, she says, Ethan, or no, before that, I hear condescending remarks from her again. And I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? She talks to this guy. She's like, yeah, we didn't really have a good close last night. She walks over by me. It's like, yeah, we didn't have a good open either. She says, and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, fuck you. And then she's like, well, we're going to get someone to help you out because we weren't very prepared today. And it's like, okay, bitch. When I walked in, I looked at how many cups we had. We had plenty of cups. You know what happens when plenty of people walk in nonstop? We run out of cups. That's what happens. We had cups, and now we don't. So that's fucking stupid. So I'm already like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Disrespecting my fucking open for no fucking reason. She's such a bitch, too. There's literally one time where, when I first started working here, she came up to the front, and I was working with someone else, and there was no hot dogs on the hot dog machine yet, and we just opened, or were about to open. And she was like, she saw there was none, and she's like, hey, why aren't the hot dogs on there? And then he was like, oh, I guess I didn't put them on yet. I guess I forgot. And she was like, yeah, meanwhile, having a full, big-ass smile on her face. Yeah, let's make sure we do that. Yeah, because hot dogs, they need to be heated up, and they take some time, so we need to make sure that they're heated up by the time we open, So next time, let's be a little bit smarter. Yeah, let's be a little bit smarter. Let's put the hot dogs on first thing next time. It's like, Jesus. What the hell? Who do you think? It's crazy. It's crazy. She like the ego. It's insane. So she calls me over. She says, Ethan, I need to talk to you for a second. I'm like, oh, I already know. I already know bullshit's happened. I already know. I walked up to her and I say, yeah. And she says, when I asked you where the cups were, they were actually right next to you and you didn't tell me where they were. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't see them. She says, yeah, but they were right next to you. So why didn't you tell me where they were? I was like, that is baffling. Now that's baffled. What are you trying to say? You think that I purposely chose, I'm not going to tell her where they are. Like, what? What are you saying to me right now? I had no idea what the fuck to say. I was like, no, I guess I wasn't thinking or I didn't see them I wasn't thinking about it or I just didn't see them. Why are you interrogating me over cups right now? And then she says, I'm going to need to pull you aside for a second here. And we walk in the back and she's like, I'm going to need you to drop the attitude. And then I turn around. I'm like, I'm going to need you to drop the attitude. And then she says, you don't get to talk to me like that. And she's like a foot away from me. She's like, our faces are like fucking close as shit. She's telling me you don't get to talk to me like that. And I say, right to her fucking eyes, you don't get to talk to me like that. And then she says, well, you don't have to work here. And I said, okay, bye, dumbass, and walked out. And as I'm walking out, she says, hey, Tristan, can you come up to the front? Shit like that. And that's the end of that. And that whole experience, it's gonna live with me for a long time. And it's made me think a lot about my future because I've never worked in a place so devoid of respect for a fucking human being. I don't know what their problem is with me. I don't know. Crazy. I don't know what their problem is with me. I'm not even that bad of a worker. I'm a person who prides myself in having good work ethic. I don't do things bare minimum. I try to do a little bit extra. You know, I'm not that bad of a worker. I'm not that unfriendly. I'm reserved. I'm not bombastic and outrageous, but I know how to talk to customers. I'm respectful and professional. But if I don't agree with you, I'm going to say something. I don't know what the problem is. I've never dealt with so much bullshit at a job in my entire life, from coworkers to fucking management. And it's really shit. Like, I'm like, I'm on the fucking grind now, boy. You know, watch out for the Patreon fucking coming soon, boy. Because it's like, my dad, he's very much like me, but it took him 40 years to become self-employed. I said to him, I don't know how the fuck you did it. I don't know how you lasted that long. There's no way I'm gonna last that long. I'm ready to start fucking working on my own businesses and shit and get my projects off the ground now. Because, you know, I think at some point maybe I will, you know, I probably will be working another fucking place. But I'm gonna be thinking extra hard about where the fuck I'm working, and I'm gonna be thinking more about like all my other shit, you know? Because it's like, it's the same shit everywhere you go. It's gonna be the job sucks, it's gonna be the coworkers suck, it's gonna be the management, they're full of idiots, you don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I'm tired of it, you know? And that place, I'm low-key traumatized, bro. It's bullshit. It's crazy.
I'm low-key traumatized. I
pretty much think I said everything there is about that place. Other than how much I hated the customers sometimes, but I could say that for another time.
But, what's it called?
It's crazy.
What's funny is that when Ethan left, that Two-Face girl, she was like... She was talking and she was like, oh my god, we're gonna have another terrible close, because she closes. And like, and she's saying, and she was saying like, man, I'm so glad Ethan's not here. It would have been much slower. And then the managers tell her like, no, yeah, Ethan quit. And she was like, in front of all the managers, like, oh, like do this big ass sigh of relief in front of everybody. I'm even there like, oh, thank God. And she tells me, I'm sorry, but I hated Ethan. Wow. I was like listening to this shit. Yeah, like I hated him. He left a person there to close by himself. When it was him and Ethan closing, that Ethan left him to do the rest of everything to do. When Ethan said no, he did everything. He literally did everything. He just had to sweep and mop. But Was she saying no?
Oh, yeah.
Just left him.
Like, a couple days before I quit, I worked with her brother. And it annoyed me to no fucking end that, it's annoying. I mean, yeah, the two people just quit. But yeah, we have 2 closers, and this is like a 4 or 5 person job. And so I'm ready to get this fucking show on the road. I want to leave. The worst part about closing is that you don't get to leave when your schedule says so. At least on my other job that I closed at, you'll have to roughly around where your schedule said to get off. But this job, it could be a while. It depends. So I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. So, I'm getting started early. I noticed that they're a little busy at the front, so he's not able because he has to clean the popcorn machine. That takes a little while, and so I did everything. I did all the dishes. I put everything away. I wiped everything down. I did every other thing that needed to be done, and while he was still cleaning the popcorn machine, he did one thing that whole time. I did everything else, like 5 or 6 other tasks that takes multiple people to do. I did all of that. And then it's like 11:30. And I'm like, okay, so I did everything besides sweeping and mopping. That's the only thing left he has to do. He just finished popcorn machine. That's all he has to do left. He can do that in about 15 minutes if he's quick. Not even 12 minutes. Yeah. I even took out the trash. I wasn't even going to do that originally. I was like, I'm just going to put the trash in a bag, leave it for him. But you know what? I'm a nice fucking guy. I'm a fucking nice guy. No one can ever fucking say Ethan's not fucking nice and generous because I say, you know what? All right. I'll even take out the trash just to make sure no one says any bullshit to me. I go up to one of the managers and I'm like, all right, I'm heading out. I did everything. All he has left to do is I did everything. I said everything. I did everything else. All he has to do is mop and sweep. Walked out. And this bitch has the nerve to be like, oh, Ethan just fucking dipped, bro. He did a couple things and then left. Not a couple. Everything, bitch. Oh, Ethan is so slow because I closed with him one time.
It is crazy that I got these 2 different teenagers telling me that they don't like Ethan to my face. I was like, knowing that I'm his friend is like, I don't know what they're trying to do.
It's so weird. It's bizarre. And it's like, when I heard that, I was like, I literally want to fucking do an illegal crime. Can't say anything more. It's like, what did I do to her? Well, I want to ask her. I honestly want to ask her, what the fuck did I do to you to make you to be cheering with joy? I hate Ethan. What? Because I took long on my first time closing. I took a little long my first time washing dishes there. Do you think it's gonna be like what? I'm gonna instantly be fucking perfect at it? Like what the hell? It's like it's crazy. Literally one time, my first time washing dishes, I have this fucking dude. And I thought he was chill, but he's fucking not. He comes out to me. He sees that there's like a mark left on one of the tongs because there's like some of the sanitizer or something. Like when you put something in sanitizer, it drips down. I mean, it's a liquid, So it might leave like a mark for a second before it dries off. He notices this and he's like, bro, Ethan's like getting soap on the Ethan like, still has soap on the dishes, bro. He's gonna get people sick, bro. And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. That's literally what I say. Shut up. And like, one of the managers forces him to like apologize to me because I was like, just fucking gay. Like, what is wrong with you? Just be like, Ethan's gonna get the dishes dirty, bro, with soap. Like, bro. So you just saw one thing, and then he started explaining to me, like, bro, one time I got really sick from food poisoning, so I take dishes very seriously. I'm very passionate about dishes. I was like, dude, you're a teenager at a $10 an hour job. Why the fuck do you give a fuck?
Yeah,
why do
fuck
you
off.
care? Why do you care so much about dishes? But I'm the type of guy who wants to defuse situations, so I'm not gonna be a dick to him. I'm just like, okay, like. Whatever. It's just like I'm not gonna say anything, but it's literally just like, shut the fuck up, you cringe lord. Yeah. Like, I'm really passionate about dishes, bro. Like, why?
Fucking dishes.
Shut up.
Very dishy.
And here's the thing, you guys.
This is so much better than me because I would not.
No, because then I'm gonna have people hating on me more because I'm just a fucking target for hate apparently there. If I talk shit to this dude and tell him how I feel, It's gonna give them more ammunition to be like, Ethan's rude. Ethan's disrespectful. Like, even though I have every fucking right to be.
Ethan does not suck my cock.
It's like,
I don't care about my feelings.
It's fucking crazy. So it's like, so this guy, I have this guy over here telling me, you gotta make sure every dish is scrubbed down real good. And then you have this other bitch complaining that it takes too long. So then I start speeding it up. And I'd say I cleaned them fairly well, because, I got better at it. But I certainly did not put nearly as effort into it. I just kind of washed it with the water and then put it as sanitizer. If I saw something that needed to be scrubbed, I would scrub it. And that's it, But I wouldn't do an exceptional job. I'm just doing the bare fucking minimum here so that people could shut up about how slow I am. Because I have this one fucking dude tell me, bro, I like these dishes, bro, you gotta clean them good. So I tried that at first. People complained. I was faster, didn't put effort in. Now I'm faster. It takes me significantly less to do dishes now. And I still get people complaining. I still get the stupid bitch spreading this lie that I'm the slowest fucking person in the world. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Man makes a comic about a guy named Speedy, but is the slowest man alive.
It's crazy. Like, I can't. Oh my god! It literally just
so sad.
It's so upsetting how much fucking disrespect I've gotten at that place.
Yeah, it's crazy. Only like 3. I say like 3 managers actually respected Ethan, talked to him. They're nice to Ethan. Like, they understand what he's going through. But the rest, nobody cares.
It's crazy. It's insane. And it's literally like, I really wish that I could go to somebody. I wish I could go to like corporate and say something about everything that happened. But it's like, they don't listen to people like me. They don't give a fuck. I really feel like if I went to like corporate HR and been like, yeah, this place treated me so dirty my entire time here, nothing would happen,
Yeah, they wouldn't give a fuck.
It's really... You want to believe that the world is going to be fair and good? It's not. If I went and explained to them, yeah, this is some messed up stuff going on at this location, nothing would happen. Nothing would change. Nothing good would come from it. So it's like, it's whatever. And it's just a learning experience, I guess, to to become self-employed is what the learning experience is. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep dealing with bullshit the rest of my life.
Nice.
That was Ethan's weekly hate.
Yeah.
So there's the whole story. Now I am unemployed. I have a good amount of money. So my whole thing now is working on what I need to work on. I'm probably going to have another job at some point, but that's the big thing right now. I have all this free time to work on extra content for you loyal fans. So Patreon coming up. Comic book content coming up. We're going to have lots of new videos. Maybe we'll have like a Patreon exclusive show. I don't know.
Patreon. Like give us money.
That's the big goal. That's what I feel everybody in this world should strive to do, is become their own boss. The problem is that we live in such a horrible economy that it's really hard. It's really, because here's the thing that I do, and I have the privilege to do, because I don't pay rent. I live at home. And some people might say, oh, you're a loser. But guess what? I don't fucking pay bills, you fucking wage slave. I have a privilege where I don't pay rent. Therefore, I have the ability to use my time. Like I'm basically investing in time, basically. So I have money that I can buy beers, I can buy food.
Beers.
That's going to last me some months, and I'm basically investing my money into time, which a lot of people don't have the privilege to do, because you spend like $1,000 on rent. You spend all this money on insurance, all this other stuff. I don't have to do all that. So that gives me a special spot. But I think that a lot of people in this world would be much happier. And I think, everyone should go after their dreams. And it's really hard to do that in this world because of how shit the economy is. But everybody out there should definitely, that's the big goal really, is that we should all be fucking self-employed. Because these corporations, these companies, you're a number. My number was 147 ...
Bruh.
You're nothing but a number. You're nothing but a little worker bee. And if you don't fit in right, if they think you're not sociable enough or whatever the hell enough, you're not working at like busting your ass, they won't bat an eye to fucking fire your ass or not give a fuck about you. Like, it's crazy.
Should I say my daily hate or our weekly hate, or should
Fuck
you do it,
you
Jake?
fucking piece of shit?
Damn.
Do you have a weekly hate, Jake?
No.
I got one. So my weekly hate is drama, work drama.
My weekly hate is the same thing as Ethan's.
Exactly. But it's more like the fact that no matter who you are or what happens, it's going to happen. I just started working for this place. Name can't be said. But I worked the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
The graveyard shift, doing stuff. Retail, I guess. But tell me why my very first night, I'm getting trained by this weirdo. Fucking weird dude, right? Telling me his whole life story, right? So I'm getting trained by him the first night, telling me all this crazy stuff about trying to flex on me, showing me his bank account, showing me all this stuff.
Showing my bands.
He said, "Oh yeah, man, I got my wife at home, and I'm fucking the babysitter.
I'm fucking the baby.
And I'm fucking the baby. And let's go. All this crazy shit, right? He's telling me everything. This whole man's life. I know everything about him by the end of the night. I work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that's 8 hours of just listening to this man conversate. The next day, I brought my headphones because I am not listening to this motherfucker go on and on about his shit. But the next day, he kept leaving me to do my stuff on my own. Second day, he's like, "This is how you train. I'm going to leave you on your own to do stuff." And he would go talk to the managers. The managers would be fucking firing his ass. He's a manager himself, but there's a bigger manager, of course, you know? And all I heard was them talking shit to each other left and right. Like, mainly, you know, "You're a fucking idiot. Like, you're so slow. How are you going to teach him this?" And they were like looking at me and they were like, "Do not follow in his footsteps. This man is an idiot. Like, this man is so bad." I'm like, why would you put me with him? My third day of working, because the second day was just bullshit. Like, I still had to listen to him and I just had to see everyone talk shit about him. But the third day is when I wasn't working with him. I was working with, another coworker, another employee. And we were just doing, the normal stuff, not as hard stuff. So we had actually time to talk. And they were the ones that came to me and said, Did he talk your ear off all night? Did he tell you about the babysitter, all that shit?" And like everything. God. They were like, "Did he even show you the fake picture of the bank account?" He's done it. The bad thing is he's done it to every single person that has ever started working, because he's worked for 8 years there.
Wow.
And he does it to everyone that he trains. Does the same fucking conversation on the first day.
That's
bro.
crazy.
On the first day. And the drama was crazy. Literally, it was me and this guy working, right? Another guy comes up, joins in the conversation because the guy's name pops up, so he joins in. Then 2 other women come in and hear about the man, so they all start talking shit about. I'm like, how old are you guys?
Everybody's talking shit about him.
From age 30s to like 60s. They're all acting like a bunch of fucking teenagers with the high school drama bullshit. And Ethan had the actual teenagers. I have grown-ass adults that are having fun talking about drama and shit. Like, y'all got kids, y'all got people to go home to, y'all got shit to be happy about, but no, you're so fucking miserable.
It's probably because that's all they fucking have in their miserable fucking lives. They work at this fucking rundown fucking dead-end job at 40. They don't have anything else going on in their lives. That's all they fucking have.
But, like, they were going off on him and talking so much shit about him. Luckily, I'm off today and tomorrow, so I do not have to go in. But Friday, I'm going to have to see his sorry ass again. And they were like, because the black guy, he was like, "I've never seen more of a sorry ass white boy in my life." And he was like, "Most of my partners are white, and they're not as sorry as that motherfucker." And I was like, true. I was like, I felt so awkward because, I get along with other races besides white. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I can connect more with them. But this motherfucker was talking all kinds of weird shit. He was a pervert, like talking about the other.
Oh my God.
He was talking about, because our store doesn't close until 12, but we work from 10 to 6. So this mom walked in with her children, and he was like, "MILF." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh my God.
I'm like, didn't you just talk about how you fucking your wife and the babysitter? Like, don't you have enough pussy? Or are you just capping, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything this man says is either weird, out of the blue, some weird shit. I'm listening to my headphones. I'm listening to the podcast, which is funny because I'm listening to the podcast. And he comes over there and taps on my shoulder and he's like, "Did you hear me tell you that like 20-minute story?" I was like, "What? You were talking to me?" Like, he was talking to himself at the shit while he was doing his job. And I'm like, "Oh, well, no, my bad, bro." And I put my headphone back in and did not listen to him.
Did not acknowledge him.
But yeah, that's my weekly hate. I just don't understand. Like, you're gonna do that to the new guy. You're gonna spill all your drama. I'm gonna hear all the drama from everyone that does not like you there.
That's Brian's experience.
Exactly. I was like, I was in Brian's shoes, what Ethan was going through with another guy, but at the same time, I feel like that guy deserved it. Ethan did not deserve it. But
yeah,
that shit's stupid, bro. Like, I've only worked there 3 days and I already know this man's life story.
All in all, the America's capitalist society sucks. I'm now a communist.
Oh my god.
This economy sucks. Become unemployed or become self-employed. Those are the only two options. That's what real top G's do. Do you have any thoughts on that, Gig?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live under a bridge in the Florida Keys. I think that sounds like a good way to end my life soon.
Don't do it.
No, I mean, that's fine. Be homeless. Honestly, it'd be lit.
Yeah.
Be fucking...
Actually,
dude, live under the pier in the Florida Keys, just doing cocaine
go on
and shit.
adventures and travel around. Be homeless.
We could build our own civilization. We could go in the woods. We build tree houses. You know, like all kinds of shit.
What happened today? There was a homeless guy that snuck in the movie theater. And just a regular homeless guy, just wanting to find a place to like sleep because it's fucking cold outside right now. And he just came in, and one of the managers was like, fine. He notices this guy, and he's like, "Fine, just let him go, okay?" So then he is closing, and this guy is still like in a theater sleeping when the movie's over, and we're closing. They were like, "Hey, come with me, Brian." I was like, "All right." So I follow them. They wake this guy up. He's sleeping, snoring, loud as fuck. And he was like, one of them, he kicks him. He's like, hey, buddy, like so loud and like almost kind of rude, to be honest. And I was like, bro, like it's just a homeless guy. I mean, like he's just. And they're like, and the homeless guy wakes up, he's like, "Oh, what happened? Oh, I'm so sorry." Like being so like apologetic, I can tell from his voice. He's like, "Oh, I'll go." He's like, he's being very respectful and like saying he's sorry. And he goes out, and I was like, okay, it's settled. All right. He's gonna go home. And I go back to the bar, and then I see the homeless guy arguing with the manager. Out like so like it gets heated where the manager is like, "Oh, I'll kick your ass."
Oh my
god.
And the homeless guy's like, "I'll kick your ass." He's like, come on. And he was like, "What's up? Let's go. All right, just stay there. Just stay. Wait for me. Stay there." That's what the manager says when he walks out. He's like, "Stay there. Wait for me. I'll come kick your ass." I was like, oh my god.
It's fucking badass.
It was insane. I was like, what just happened? What just happened to? Why did he instigate with this old homeless guy? This guy was just gonna get up, get his things, and leave. But no, they were being so disrespectful to him. It's like, bro, it's not that big a deal. He's a homeless guy trying to find a place to just rest, get, warm up. It's fucking cold.
Mind you that this is the same manager with a lazy eye.
Oh my god.
So I was not expecting that from this man. I was not expecting him to be like, "Yo, what's up, cuz? What's up, you wanna go? I'm about to go right now. I'm about to go
crazy. Right now." Crazy. I never seen him like that. I was like, bro.
What's stupid about my job is I know this now, which I shouldn't know because I've only worked there for 3 days. But they said that they saw a dude go in there, like a homeless dude, go in the restroom on the cameras, and came out. And then the whole day it smelled like ass in there, and it was clogged, and there was shit all over the floor. So my third day going in, I go to the restroom because I have to take a piss. And I see there is literally shit on the floor that nobody cleaned up. They do not care. My store is run the fuck down. That place is run the fuck down.
I mean, like, would you want to clean up shit?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I wouldn't, but, and I don't get paid enough to clean up shit like that.
I feel like this whole episode has just been...
work, really.
It's just been, just kind of depressing.
Literally just Ethan's monologue and everyone listens.
It's really depressing.
I mean, we said our things.
It reminds you of that one episode where we had a guest on, and they just would not shut the fuck up, and I had to be quiet and listen to your guys' whole story, so it's, Jay kind of understands now.
I think it was the other way around.
Gay about it. I'm just not gay about it.
That's the only episode that you got to, bro.
Okay.
But, I don't know, it's a little depressing. It's basically, it's kind of a depressing note. So, Jake, add funny.
What?
Add some funny.
Add some funny?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know how to be funny.
God damn, it's all part of the show, bitch. You know, some people say, bro, isn't this a comedy show? It's not a comedy show. This is a show about life.
This is a show
sometimes
about
life is funny.
Fucking.
Sometimes life is sad. Sometimes life is crazy. Okay, that's what kind of show this is, guys. Jake, say something racist so that we can satisfy the fans.
Jew.
Yo.
Dude, I went to a wedding over the weekend and there was some goofy shit that happened there. You want to hear about that?
Sure.
Fucking. So, my girlfriend's friend is having a wedding and she's the, the maid of honor. And, so we go to their, I don't know, like grandmother's house the day before because, we're there to fucking help out and then do the wedding thing. And, the night before I witnessed the fucking bride, drop her baby. Dropped her baby.
Oh my god! What? And then the baby's head was caved in.
The head hit the floor. It made a bonk on the fucking floor.
Oh my god!
And I witnessed that and just kind of okay, shit, holy fuck. But they didn't seem to give a fuck. You know, we're out here in the middle of nowhere, Texas, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, in Texas, we shoot our babies.
We drop kick them off cliffs.
So we make sure they're strong.
And then I was like, bruh, like, where's the fucking beer? And she was like, oh, it's a BYOB wedding. What?
What is that?
Bring your own beer.
Bring your own beer. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I fucking got in the car and I went to the closest liquor store and I got some beer. And when I came back, this like old lady that I hadn't seen yet, I hadn't seen her there, was giving me this like fucking glare. She was standing out front like smoking a cigarette. She was just glaring at me, fucking mean mugging me horribly as I'm walking up to the door. And I'm like, hello. Hi. Hello. But
talking to NPCs.
She's like looking at me and this is literally the entire way up the fucking driveway I'm walking. And she's giving me this look. And as soon as I get close to her, she's like, oh, you must be, and said my girlfriend's name. Like, oh, you must be with her. It's like,
oh my god. She was dead ass
yeah,
NPC. She had a quest for your ass.
Yeah, she's about to give you a quest, bro.
She was like one of those fucking Zelda NPCs that their head never stops looking at you.
That's insane.
Dude, she's fucking
you must be
mean mugging me. And then I was like, okay, that was fucking weird. And then, so the next day, this is wedding day now. I'm in my proper wedding attire, right? The colors were the main color was emerald green. It's like, okay.
Emerald splash.
That's fucking weird. Green. Okay. We'll have a fucking green wedding. So fucking groom shows up. He gets stoned. He's just fucking smoking all day. And
Brian's acting like he wouldn't get fucking stoned at his wedding, bro.
Yeah, Brian would. No. Brian 100% would.
What I'm hearing is Jake got married. Is what I'm hearing.
Jake went to a wedding. That means
yes.
he got married.
So I'm literally just the maid of honor's boyfriend. That's like all I am at this wedding. And next day, they're like getting ready to do like a quick rehearsal in the morning at like 10 a.m. And they're missing someone. Like someone couldn't make it. And then she, like this fucking lady, the same one that mean mugged me, points at me and she's like, are you in the wedding? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, you are now. And just fucking put me in to like stand there at this wedding. Just so that
what the hell?
Just
Jake
so that
did get married.
Just so
and he
that,
drop kicked a baby.
The
one who was missing was the groom. The one that was missing was the groom.
I was literally only there to like be an understudy so that the pictures looked nice and there was the right amount of dudes standing there. But so after that, she had come up to me. This was later. She came up to me and she was like, because the colors were, it was emerald. So I had an emerald tie and all of the, best men, I guess, those guys, were supposed to be wearing the same color tie and one of them didn't have one. So she was like,
Bruh.
can I like have your tie? I was like,
What?
I mean, I would really prefer not to give you my tie, but fine. Like, okay. So I gave it to her and she brought it to one of those dudes and then they got their pictures. I was like, can I have my fucking tie back? Thank you. Like,
she grabbed your tie and proceeded to hang herself.
yeah, she just hung herself. She was done. She didn't even put on her fancy shoes yet. Yeah. I think that's about it for that. That was just weird. Yeah.
How'd the wedding go?
No one cares.
Damn, you got the whole
They
squad
didn't
cracking
know
up,
how to
Jake.
do a
Nah.
braid. They didn't know how to do a fucking braid. They didn't know how to do a braid.
Well,
they were fucking retarded. It took like 5 minutes. The whole braiding in the middle of the ceremony, like braid the strings together. It took like 5 minutes. They couldn't fucking figure it out. All the people that were sitting there watching just started like bickering to themselves and having their own conversations in the middle of the fucking wedding ceremony because they didn't know how to fucking braid 3 strings together. It was so fucking
he
goofy.
did say that, right? He did shrooms.
what?
That Jake took shrooms.
He wasn't on shrooms at the wedding.
Not at the
retarded.
wedding.
Oh.
Then why did you just randomly bring that up? Just, oh, by the way, he took shrooms.
I
thought
took
that was-
Dude,
No.
last time
By
I
the
took
way,
shrooms
Jake
was in
does
fucking
drugs.
like April. Like, what are you? Why are you?
You thought strings were shrooms.
Bruh.
You thought you said that you were like doing shrooms at the wedding. I don't know what Brian's on.
Yeah, I was doing shrooms at the wedding, and then I told Brian later that I did shrooms at the wedding, and he remembered. Just now,
No, I
in the
just remember
middle.
you sending a picture of you like tripping out or something.
What?
Like by the fire.
Brian.
I thought
Yeah,
that
that
was,
was-
I thought
That
that was a part of that. That's what I meant.
That was at the fart
Brian
party.
is
That was a month
completely Fucking
ago.
lost it, bro. That's why y'all don't smoke weed, kids, because it fucks up your fucking brain.
No,
bro. Brian's referring to a picture he was sent weeks ago.
A month ago.
Like
About
a month ago.
About a week ago.
A fucking month ago. And he's like, that was when the wedding was, right? Even though you said it was just happened?
Right, it happened over the
Sorry.
wedding was over
I
the
didn't
weekend.
get- but it just
Sorry,
happened.
bro. No.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry.
I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry. Get down on your knees.
No, don't be
I
sorry.
hate myself.
Don't be sorry. Be careful.
I hate the way I act.
You know, I hate the way I act.
I hate people who tip.
You know?
Don't be sorry. Be careful.
Yeah, be better.
Let's end this thing,
Anyways.
dude. It's fucking 1:30.
So I always do something funny at the end, so maybe Jake, how about pull your fucking weight, bitch? I always have the best guests at the end of the episode.
Fuck.
We have no guesses at the end.
We
have
are the
no,
guest.
No special guests at this time.
Yeah, we don't have a guest.
Oh, hello, I'm Joe Byron. Joe Byron is back!
Oh my god.
Joe
I'm back,
Byron.
I'm back, baby.
I'm back.
I was
I'm
scrubbing
back,
my
baby.
dick, and it fell off.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy? There was like this thing where Joe Byron was talking to Elton, like he had Elton John, and there was like this big public thing. Someone got to, maybe I'll put it in the video. I think I'll try to find it and put it in the video. But
What'd you say, Joe Byron?
so Byron, he was like, we're doing a lot of, sending a lot of relief to the people, and you have this guy to thank for all the AIDS and HIV being out here on the streets and some shit like that. Like, he literally said Elton John is responsible for all the AIDS and HIV out in the streets that they need to do, support for or some shit. Like, this man is losing it. He literally fell asleep during an interview. It's out there. You can find it. He felt like he was doing this interview. He was like nodding off. Like, this man, he's losing his mind.
We have another special guest.
Dude, that
Kermit the Frog.
no, like
Kermit the Frog.
what you just said about Elton John reminded me that there was I can't remember, he was a very, very profound musician. I can't remember his name from like the 70s. It might have been like Eric Clapton. But he was there's a video of him on stage in this like the 70s fucking chanting like keep Britain white and shit. Like
Give Kermit the Frog a chance to speak, Jake. We have a new special guest,
Okay.
Kermit the Frog here.
all right.
He wants
No
to
one
tell
cares
you.
about your stupid music lore,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah, come on. Why don't you ask Kermit a question? He's waiting.
Kermit, how gay are you?
What?
Would you suck
What
my
did you
cock?
say to me, you
Would
little
you
shit?
suck my cock?
You're gonna suck on this cock. Suck on
Okay.
this cucumber.
This is it. We're done.
Kermit the Frog is out this bitch. Let's go, Byron. OBG, go check him out. Go check out OBG.
On Instagram. He doesn't know how to post anything. He doesn't know how to.
He does not know how to use social media.
He doesn't know how to use social media to promote himself. So just come on here.
Yes, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do.
No, it's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Working on lyrics. I am working on lyrics.
Prodigy.
Check out Project Comics. Some good content coming soon.
No, where's the content? Where's the
coming
content?
soon. I had to do a lot of fucking hours the past 3 weeks, so yeah, I haven't been able to work on it. It's coming soon.
Check out Ram Ranch.
Check out Gake. He's Gake. There's no funnies, no more funnies.
Check out Ram Ranch.
Show's over. These guys are telling like 4-year-old jokes that aren't funny anymore. They're not funny. Our co-hosts aren't funny. Our other host isn't funny.
Well,
Ethan's the
thank
only.
you guys for having me
is not
on the
being funny.
podcast.
Ethan's the only guy who's keeping this show afloat.
No.
It's a
Thank you
sinking
guys
ship.
for having me on the podcast.
No one cares about you.
No one cares about you.